I just know I'm setting myself up for a black people and fried chicken joke, but oh well. My God. Well, hello everyone. Bird Lady Speaks here, coming to you guys with a video. And in this video here, I just want to discuss my decision to do something that I said I would never, ever do before. My decision to process and eat, freeze, store my own chicken. So let's jump right into it. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If this is not your first time, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. I hope you do decide to join the family and stay by hitting that like button, that subscribe button, and of course, ringing that bell. Now, I like to let you guys know that this is a diverse channel. This is what is called a variety channel. Hey, Woody, we talk about all types of things on this channel, from German Shepherds to chickens to homesteading to weight loss. I mean, whatever. That's what we do. That's what I do here. So I don't want this video to be too long. So one of the reasons that I decided to process and eat and store my own chickens is Hurricane Helene. I went through a lot through Hurricane Helene. It was 19 days without power and 63 days without internet, and I work from home. So I went through a lot with Hurricane Helene, and a lot of things that I said that I would never do before, it's actually good that I do it. So the two reasons that I decided to process my chickens is for health reasons. There are so many recalls. I had started developing health issues to where I have blackouts and things like that. Once I sat down and I calculated like the calories that I intake per day, I was barely getting in 600 calories per day. And I think the recommended is like 1200. So I was barely getting that in. So me trying to live this holistic vegan type lifestyle, I can still live a holistic lifestyle, vegan type lifestyle, I was not intaking enough calories. I was not getting enough protein. So I decided to incorporate meat back into my diet. Turkey, fish, and chicken. I don't want to get anything from a store. All the recalls that they have lately, I don't want to buy anything from a store. My geese are coming, so it's about to get a little loud. So when it comes to the Hurricane Helene situation, I figured that processing chickens, knowing how to process chickens all the way without any electricity, without any special equipment, that's a skill that I need to know how to have in case a storm or another catastrophe happens. So I wanted to learn that skill. And it's not easy. It is not easy. I know people who butcher 20, 30, 40, 50 chickens a day. The most I've been able to do in one day was 2, because it's just very hard. Taking the life of anything is very hard. And I researched before I came to this decision to find, Woody, leave the cat alone. To find the most humane way to process my chickens, to dispatch my chickens, as I should say. I know in the olden days, he used to just break the neck and then just let it just flop around or whatever. But I found putting them upside down pretty much sedates them, and they pretty much just go to sleep and pass from loss of blood. So I found that was the most humane way. I'm not going to show how I did it, because there are plenty of videos on here that will, let you know how to do it if you're looking to do it. But it wasn't the first one that I did. I couldn't even do it. My dad had to come and he just with an axe. But the others that I did, I made myself do it, because I'm like, this is a skill that I need to learn. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially something that you hatched, because all the ones that I have dispatched so far have been ones that I actually hatched here. Roosters that I hatched here and raised here. So it wasn't easy. And any other chickens that I have, all of them, with the exception of like 2 of my buff Orpingtons, have been here from like, at the most maybe 3 days old. So everything was raised up here. But the good thing about it, like I was talking to my mom the other day, and she was saying how she was like, I don't buy chickens from, and she named the store, and she said, I don't buy chicken from there. And I'm like, why? And she said, because it's not natural, it's not normal. The way the chickens are, she's like, the chickens are way too big. The legs are way too big. And someone else was saying like the legs look like turkey legs. Chicken legs look like huge turkey legs. So they know that it's pumped with antibiotics. They know it's pumped with hormones. They know it's pumped with all these unhealthy things. And then just knowing that a lot of the stuff now is lab made. Knowing, and I can look at looking at my chickens that I process myself and looking at the chickens in the stores, it's completely different. Like the largest chicken I had, I think, was like 4.5 pounds, and that was a rooster. So this is my first rooster that I processed on November the 13th. All of my roosters were hand reared and free range. And these are 3 that I processed, I think, December the 6th of 2024 this year. They're not meat birds, so they range between 3 and 4 pounds, so not too big at all. That was a rooster. My chickens aren't bred for meat. Now next year, depending on how the bird flu epidemic is going, I'm more than likely going to get like some American breeds or some Cornish cross or what do you call them? Rudd Rangers. I may get some of those because those are specifically bred for meat, but it still won't be anything like the size of the ones in the store. And I've been seeing like posts that people, well, I used to see posts that people would put of chicken that they get out of the store, and it's like cloudy and stringy, and it just looks unnatural. So my chickens don't look anything like that. So this is one of my hens. She was a very small hen. She was about 2 pounds after I had cleaned her, so there was no need for me to freeze her, so I just boiled her down and made her into a soup. But yeah, that was Helene, and learning that skill is one reason that I decided to process my own chickens. The second reason was, health wise. I need to get in more protein. I need to gain weight. I need more nourishment, and just the fruits and vegetables and nuts that I was doing. I will occasionally do meat, fish, things like that. It was not giving me the substance that I needed to live a healthy life. And it began to show, like even in my teeth. It's beginning to show, even in my teeth. You are what you eat. And if you're not really intaking enough calories, then, you're not going to be able to fight off colds and diseases and things that come upon your body. You're not going to be able to function well. You're not going to be able to think well. You're not going to be able to do anything. So I decided, if I'm going to start back eating meat like this, I'm going to eat my own meat. And when I tell you, since I've had my surgery, Woody, come! When I tell you, since I've had my surgery, meat has been very, very difficult for me to digest. Extremely difficult for me to digest. Good boy. What do you have, a bone? Ever since I've had my surgery, eating meat, even chicken, has been very hard for me to digest. Very hard for me to handle. It's like it gets stuck. But once I ate my own chickens, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel like meat was getting stuck. I didn't feel like it wasn't like hard to chew. It wasn't rubbery. It was just like a completely different. Until you have eaten meat from the stores and then eat meat that you raise yourself, it's night and day. It's like even the way the meat cooks. Like I'll put a clip here. Like when I boil my chickens, like this rich oil comes off of my chickens. And my mom was saying like, you wouldn't need butter. Like she can use that to make dressing, stuffing for Thanksgiving. And she was like, I wouldn't have needed butter. All I needed was to boil your chicken. I can use the natural oils that come off your chicken, and I wouldn't have to use something unnatural like butter. So it's completely different. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like night and day. And I don't regret the decision that I made to process my own chickens. I don't regret it. I don't enjoy it. It is very hard. But I comfort myself by knowing that people will be able to be fed from what's going on here. Woody, no chasing the chickens. People will be able to be fed from the sacrifices that happen here. Good boy. Good boy. We'll be able. I comfort myself by knowing people will be able to be fed by the sacrifices that are made here, and I comfort myself by knowing that from the day that they were born, or the 3 days after they were born, they had good lives. They had amazing lives. So that's how I comfort myself. But it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not something that I don't think I will ever get used to. Why do the bees? I think I will be in trouble if I ever get comfortable taking the life of one of God's creatures. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But again, I take comfort in knowing that lives will be sustained. They lived good lives while they were here. It was not an easy decision, but I'm glad I made it, and it's a healthier decision for me and my family. And yeah, it's a skill that I needed to learn. And I just thank God for giving me the strength to be able to do it. And they're good. You know what? This bee is not gonna let me just do this, so I am going to go. Probably mad about his honey that I took earlier this summer, so I am going to go inside. And but yeah, if you have any questions, if you want me to do more on this topic, I definitely will. Just let me know. Just let me know. This was kind of like an impromptu video, so I'm sorry it's kind of sort of everywhere, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and as usual, toodaloo, bye bye.